Now you also have other foundations as well. You have the iMabel Foundation and of course the Got the Nerve Foundation. Could you tell us a little bit about those as well?
The iMabel Foundation is actually the umbrella over everything that I do, and the iMabel Foundation, everything that I do, my nonprofits and my for-profits, are around the whole philosophy of being active, getting up and doing something regardless of your disability, regardless of your challenges. Everybody, I'm in a wheelchair so you can see my challenges, but a lot of people who are walking around, you don't see their challenges, but everybody has them. So what we want to try to do is get people up, get them moving. The iMabel Foundation, we try to expose the opportunities for disabled individuals now. Right now is probably the best time to be disabled just because there's so many opportunities for you to get out and do things. Like you were saying, you saw me hand cycling. I've been hand cycling for 6 years, which is basically an arm-powered bike that you can get out, and I can go with able-bodied rider. So just because I can't use my legs doesn't mean I can't get out, doesn't mean I can't live an active lifestyle. So what we try to do is expose the disabled community to the equipment that's out there, hand cycles. We just bought a mono ski this year so people can do snow skiing. But at the same time, we try to go out to the community. I speak at schools, and we want to make sure that the able-bodied community has a better understanding of what their disabled counterparts go through. I think that is just as important as making sure disabled individuals are able to cope with their condition, but also to make sure that the people that are surrounding them are able to deal with the differences that they face every day.
And to understand, and I have to say, and this is not to be taken the wrong way, you are probably not the best representative of a person who's disabled, because you go out there, and I mean, your upper body strength is phenomenal, your cardiovascular strength is phenomenal, but I think the most important thing is what you do represent is showing people what they can do in spite of a disability. I mean, if I were disabled, I'd want to be like you. Hell, I'm not disabled, and I still want to be like you. Which brings me up to, I guess, the next point that I want to make is during some training that I did, my personal interest right now is ultra trail running, and the way I got involved in this was last year. It's a typical story. Sitting around with some friends, and they told me about this race called the Canadian Death Race. Now, I don't know why I had to go to Canada to run 78 miles, but it sounded like an interesting idea. 78 miles through the foothills of the Rockies in a little place called Grand Cache, which is in western Alberta. And I remember listening to it and shaking my head because I hadn't run in years, more than maybe 6 or 7 miles. And I had sworn off marathoning way back when I ran a couple of marathons and said, okay, been there, done that, that's enough. But when I heard about this, I said, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Where do I sign up? So I signed up, and in 8 months I managed to train myself to the point where I actually was able to finish that race. It was when actually 30% of the people who finished it. But that's not the point. Along the way, I had a lot of problems. I had a lot of tendinitis, a lot of things. I know I stopped and I was talking to you about them. And I can remember specifically one time I was kind of whining to you about my problems. And I realized, who am I whining to? I mean, you were very supportive and kind and nice, and I thought to myself, what a jackass I am. I'm sitting here complaining to Chris about my problems. Look what he does. I mean, this is ludicrous. And that changed my entire attitude, and it also made me aware that I need to become, number one, a lot more aware of what I have in life, and number two, it's time for me to start pulling up and giving back to other people. So I've started a charitable foundation. It's in the works now. It's called the Race Against Death.org. That's THERACEAGAINSTDEATH.org. The Race Against Death.org. And it is now a pass-through for your organization, the umbrella, the iMabel Foundation. And so I'm trying to raise money to help with the iMabel Foundation, and eventually I will have the 501c3 designation, which allows charitable contributions, but since I don't have that now, it's simply a pass-through. If you'd like to donate to Chris's organization, you can go straight to the iMabel. Why don't you give them the website for that?
The iMabel Foundation is im-able.org, and that's I as in India, M as in mom, -able.org.
Thank you. And if you're interested in trail running, if you're interested in athletics, if you're interested in CrossFit, if you're interested in weight loss, if you're interested in anti-aging, if you're interested in any of the other things that I do at Dr. Day's Best, I'm giving a lot of stuff away free on the raceagainstdeath.org. And Chris and I are going to be working to produce some DVDs about fitness and training that everybody can use to improve their fitness. Again, we're going to make it worth your time and worth your while. Even if you don't donate, please come and visit us, but obviously we'd really like your help, because we live in a time now when all the news we hear about the economy and this, that, and the other thing, it's all negative. It's all, we're so dependent on the government, we're so dependent on this. This guy is not dependent on the government, and neither am I. We're going to get up and we're going to do our thing, and we're going to make a difference in this world. We're going to be proactive, and you can too. Individuals count, my friends. Individuals count so much more than we give ourselves credit for. So I'd like you to come and help us. I'd like you to come and help us make the world a better place. And I want to remind you of something that a lot of people forget, and that is the law of giving. Okay, I'm not talking about charity now. I'm talking about the law of giving. Some of you have seen The Secret, and you know about the law of attraction. Well, there's another universal law out there. It's called the law of giving. And what it says is, when you give, you get back, and you get back more than you give. Now, you may not get it back from exactly where you think, but you will get it back. Becoming involved in the Canadian Death Race, which is a charitable organization, becoming involved with the I'm Able Foundation, all these things have led me to incredible things. And I want to show you some of those things, and so does Chris. So join us again soon, and we thank you for your time and your attention on this. I'm able, and so is Chris. Thank you.